Awesome. Well, welcome to our call tonight. I appreciate you guys taking the time to hop on and support your friend, family member as a new coach. My name is Traci Warren, and I am a Beachbody coach, one of the top in the country, and excited to be able to share with you a little bit about myself, a little bit about our team that your friend, loved one has decided to join, what it's all about. And I am going to go ahead and mute you guys, if that's okay, just so that we've got a clean recording for other people to listen to. Awesome. And then at the end, if there are any questions, of course, I can take questions. But we will also be happy to follow up with you guys at a later time as well, so that I can respect your time and make sure that you get back to your family for this evening. So like I said, my name is Traci. I'm a mom of 4, and my kids are currently 9, 8, 5, and 2. So we are busy, and we also homeschool, which means that we are home together all the time, and I don't have a traditional schedule where I could work this business, maybe at a lunch break or in the car commuting, listening to audios or having phone calls that way. So I work in what I call mom cracks, and a little here and a little there, and it has taken a lot of tweaking, but it's a very doable option. So I have been coaching for a little bit over 4 years now, and when I joined as a coach, I was really at the very beginning of my own health and fitness journey. I had started going to a gym and was spending a couple of hours a day, actually, then on the days that I could get there, exercising, and would just kind of show up, and whatever classes were being offered, that's what I would do. And it was not always ideal to pay a lot in childcare fees or to drag the kids through the snow potentially, and drop them off grouchy and tired, and then have them be sick when I would leave the gym from all of the different germs. So when I discovered that I could do, at the time I was doing P90X at home, that was a great option for me to save both time and money. And so I started doing that, was getting great results, and then discovered this thing called Shakeology. And one of my friends, who was also a fitness instructor, she introduced me to it, and I was like, yeah, you look good, so I'll try it. And again, I knew nothing about nutrition at the time, but decided to try this chocolate shake. And lo and behold, about 5 weeks later, after committing to drinking it every single day, my husband came home and was like, okay, you haven't had your shake today, have you? And so I said, no, but how do you know? And he could actually tell by my lack of energy, my mood, being irritable with he and the kids, a little less patient than he had grown accustomed to me being, that indeed it was really making a big difference for me on the inside, as well as getting me more in shape on the outside. So that was really, really exciting. And like I said, I was a stay-at-home mom at the time. I was not working. My undergraduate degree is in urban planning and religion, and I had done the cubicle thing and hated it, with actually cry my eyes out on the way to and from the office. And I just knew that that was not for me. And so I was like, man, what am I going to do? I know I need this stuff. I know I need this nutrition. It's becoming apparent to me how big of a difference it's making, but it was not necessarily in my budget. So we looked at the numbers. We figured out how we could make it work, because essentially it is a meal, and so it needed to be part of our grocery budget. So I ended up kind of moving some things around and tweaking things, and figuring out that, okay, I'm not snacking as much, I'm not raiding the pantry as much, and we're not eating out as much as a result. So it actually ended up saving us some money in the long run. And I wasn't having to take my glucosamine and different things for my joints because I was feeling better. I wasn't taking a prenatal vitamin actually anymore either, because that covered the bases. Just add in a little bit of folate, and I was good to go. So I ended up joining Team Beachbody actually as a coach for the discount, because I had no desire to run this as a business at the time. I had done a lot of other at-home business type things before and gotten burned. I was actually about $5,000 in debt at the time from other at-home businesses, and I was not going to let that happen to me again. So long story short, people started asking me, Traci, what are you doing? You're starting to become a normal, nice human being again, and you look great. So tell me what's up. And so I just started sharing with people what I was doing and asking them if they would be interested in trying it too. And they did, and they were really supportive. And I'm so thankful to be now one of the top 200 teams is what Team Benefit, that's our team, Team Benefit. We are here to benefit other people. That is the core, the foundation of why we exist. And so now we have grown over the last 4 years to become one of the top teams in the country. There are over 400,000 coaches now with Team Beachbody in the United States and Canada. And so to be one of the top 200 to 300 teams is absolutely incredible. It's a real honor to have amazing quality people that are here to serve God and serve others. And in doing so, we are greatly rewarded by Team Beachbody. So what your friend has gotten into is that very same thing. They are here to benefit others and get healthier and more fulfilled in the process. There are 3 things that we as coaches focus on. One is being a product of the product, and that just means that we are on a journey of our own. We're always striving to become better with our own health, our fitness, our nutrition, and that means that we may not be where we want to be right this day. I'm certainly not. I'm still growing. It's still a journey and learning how to push my body farther. And I've already lost the baby weight from baby number 3 and number 4. And now I'm just being stronger and more focused and disciplined. So that is the first thing that we as coaches do, and that you will hear us always talking a lot about. The second thing is personal development. And that was something, I look back at my journey with other companies and I'm like, man, how was I never introduced to this with other companies? And I just don't get it. And it was not just health and fitness. It was a broad range of different things that I had done before. And Team Beachbody was the first opportunity that I have had where somebody said, hey, have you read this? Hey, have you listened to this? And so it has been a massive growth journey. I wish I could show you all of my bookshelves now and all the podcasts and different things that are loaded onto my phone and my iPad, because every day I'm just soaking up more and more personal growth material. And it doesn't mean that you need to be like a down in the dumps person to learn and grow. It doesn't mean that you need to be sad all the time or negative, because I wasn't completely that way. I didn't even know that I had a need for it. It's one of those things like you don't know you're lost until you're found kind of a thing. But in terms of growing into a richer person on the inside and out and growing into a leader, it's been invaluable. So personal growth is number 2 that you'll hear us definitely talking a lot about. And that helps you stay motivated as a challenger, as somebody who is on your own health and fitness journey. We can only, guide you to the tools and resources. We can't make you read. We can't make you eat healthy. We can't make you exercise. You're the only one that can do that. But in terms of us being inspirational and inspired and that being able to be caught onto, that's where personal growth comes into place. So it's awesome. And then the third thing is just sharing our journey. So it's my job as the leader of our team to help coaches learn their story, help them learn about themselves, and be able to identify their strengths and their tools, and then share that with other people in an effective way. So it's going to be really exciting having new coaches coming on to Team Benefit, and then you guys being able to see the transformation in them over time. And of course, it doesn't happen overnight. It rarely does. There's so much work and effort that goes on behind the scenes in terms of reading and growing yourself as a person. But we want to invite you on this journey in one way or another, whether it's through a prayer, whether it is through jumping on board in a 7-day Shakeology challenge to taste test and see if it's something that you might be interested in. Maybe it's in a free week-long group that is using a different meal plan that you've never tried before. Maybe it's through a 21-day challenge group where you're actually putting into place fitness plus nutrition plus accountability, because that's really where you're going to get success, is by combining all of those things. And that way we can work one-on-one with you to get you the results that you need, because not everybody is the same, and we understand that. And so it's really important that we work one-on-one together in a small group setting, and that way we can make sure that whatever the struggles that you've been having, whether it's weight, whether it's poor nutrition, whether it's sugar cravings, whether it's lack of energy or pre-diabetic, or it's just amazing how many people are suffering from all these different things, migraines and fibromyalgia, and the list goes on and on and on. But I guarantee, no matter what's on your list there, that I've come across in my years of coaching people with somebody that has struggled with the same thing that we've been able to help. So the challenge group is the very best way. And then to take it a step further is the coaching opportunity. And like I said, I joined as a coach probably within 5 weeks of actually starting on these products, because I realized, hey, you know, this is something I'm going to be using for the rest of my life. I'm either going to be paying for the doctor later on, or I'm going to pay for my health and fitness now. And I would much rather feel great in the process and take care of it up front rather than pay for doctor bills later on, because that's honestly what our choices in this day and age are. So there is a place for you in supporting your friend, your loved one, on this journey that they're on, because I guarantee they want the accountability, they want your support, and it's important for you to see yourself as valuable and worthwhile, and to be able to make yourself a priority, because it's only when we make ourselves a priority, and only when we fill our cup, that we can benefit other people. So it's important, if we want to be good husbands and wives and employees and friends, we've got to take care of ourselves first, because you can't give from empty. And that was a really hard lesson that I had to learn. So if I can help you learn that a little bit more easily on the front end, then my job is done. And I feel like I can rest well and rest easy at the end of the day, knowing that you are loved by God and called for a special purpose. You can be healthy and live out whatever it is that you're passionate about. And then you can have a healthy generosity and pay that forward to others. So with that, I am going to stop the recording, and thank you so much for taking time out of your day to get introduced to this opportunity and to myself.